Hi, Jewish Mom. So I want to share with you an interesting insight that I learned from a friend of mine. I have a friend who's very, very interested in an approach called innate health. Innate health, it's kind of an approach to overcoming negative thinking and low thinking and depression. And probably other things, anxiety and all sorts of kinds of low thinking and whatever, low mental states. So my friend heard something in a class, and I thought it was quite brilliant. So basically, the teacher of this class said that the next time you're talking with someone, then a person's getting upset about something, pretend that person is talking Korean. Or if any of you Jewish moms know Korean by any chance, think of a language that you don't know. But if I'm assuming all of you don't know Korean, so imagine that this person is going on and on and on in Korean, and instead of listening to their exact complaints about this and this and this and all the things you've done wrong and all the things that are going wrong, then just look at them. Imagine that they're speaking Korean. If a person came to you speaking Korean, then you would get a sense of their general vibe just by the way that they are talking and acting. So, even though you don't understand the words, you understand, okay, this person is upset, this person is angry, this person is calm and happy, okay? So basically, my friend, so you can do this with other people. Let's say a child who comes home very, very upset, complaining about this teacher and this friend who did this, and this teacher who did this, and this test that they failed. Sometimes you can look at them and imagine that they're speaking Korean and think to yourself, what are they really saying? What is her general vibe? Her general vibe is that she's angry, is that she's upset, is that she's tired, is that she's overwhelmed. And so this approach, so then the teacher of this class suggested, look at this person, look at the general feeling more than the words. The general feeling is more important than the words. And also we can do this with ourselves. The next time that you are feeling all upset because your husband did this, and your child did this, and your landlord did this, and your boss did this, and you're just feeling very overwhelmed with all the things going on, imagine to yourself, if I was speaking Korean now, what kind of vibe would I give across? Like overwhelmed, angry, tired, impatient, ungrateful. Like, what would be the vibe that you're giving across? And deal more. And I think that what the teacher was saying is that the vibe is more important than the actual complaints. The complaints are actually quite secondary, that you are feeling, you're angry at this teacher, you're angry at this, that you're angry at your husband, your child, your landlord, your boss, but actually it's all because you're very tired, because you're really overwhelmed, because you really, really need you really, really need a break, let's say, and you only really need to take a nap. But instead of getting distracted by all of your complaints, you can kind of look at, if you're speaking Korean, look at what's actually happening behind all the complaints. So the reason my friend was telling me about this is because I called my friend and I was talking with her about my daughter's bat mitzvah. My daughter's bat mitzvah is going to be taking place in about 6 weeks from now, right after Lag BaOmer. And so I had certain decisions to make about my daughter's bat mitzvah. I had to decide, in her class, there are girls who have a DJ. There are girls who have a DJ plus someone who runs dancing and different activities, but that's the most expensive option. Then the middle option is the DJ, and then the least expensive option is just to kind of do it yourself. Is to kind of choose the songs that you want, download them on a USB, and just put it into your own radio or speakers or phone or whatever. Somehow do the music yourself. And I was getting also for days. Literally days, I had been going through the different options. Should I do should I do the DJ with the person who does activities? Should I just do the DJ, like the middle expensive option, or should we just do it ourselves and take it all on ourselves? And I was going on and on and on, thinking around, going around in circles and and thinking about it. So my friend said to me, she said, okay, she said, stand back and if you were speaking Korean now, and you had no idea what you were talking about. You had no idea they're complaining about, that you're concerned about the DJ option, the advanced, the more complex DJ option with the dancing person, the free option, like going around and around. If I didn't know what I was talking about, if I was speaking Korean, what would I look like? And so I said to my friend, I said it would look like I really need a break. And that was really it. That was really it. It was like, I really, it wasn't that I was upset about all the different options so much, even though I was upset about the different options, but why was I upset? Because I was just feeling overwhelmed with everything going on. Last week I was out 2 nights until very late, because two of my daughters had important performances, with their classes, and also the stress of finding babysitters. It wasn't easy. And until the last minute, I didn't know if I could go to these very, very important performances, and also getting ready for Pesach and everything going on, and on top of that, trying to deal with the bat mitzvah details. It was just too much. So after that, I decided, okay, I'm not going to be dealing. I'm going to take a 24-hour break from thinking about the bat mitzvah. And in fact, I asked my husband to have a conversation with my daughter that they together should figure out which option they're going to do. In the end, we decided to go with the DJ option, which is kind of the middle expensive option. And it was all fine. It was because I took a step back and thought, if I was speaking Korean, what's really happening here? What the about the DJ and all the different options, and that hall and all the different and this photographer, the less expensive photographer, and like, what's really happening is I need to take a break. I need to take a break from this. And also I took a break that day from Pesach cleaning, and I took myself out and had a relaxing morning, and just realizing I'm just really, really overwhelmed. I really, really need a break. So in conclusion, next time you are feeling overwhelmed, or you are dealing with an overwhelmed, next time you're feeling upset about something, or you're dealing with an upset family member, instead of actually listening to the content of what they're saying, imagine that they're speaking Korean. And by doing that, you just look at the vibe that they're giving across. It's in fact quite a bit more important than the actual words and actual complaints that they have. That just by looking at them and seeing their general vibe, you can see, okay, this is a person who needs sleep. This is a person who is overwhelmed. This is a person who's angry. This is a person who, is calling out for help. Much more so than so the complaints themselves are secondary. Our complaints are the complaints of other people around us. What's a better idea is just to address the general vibe, the general feeling, address the Korean underneath the upset person, okay? So on that note, I want to bless you guys with an amazing week.